we are going to talk. But before, I would like to know if anyone has anything to say. You're so shy. Or you're just not willing to, right? Okay, but that's what I wanted to say, okay, to state. And you can send me a message, of course, through WhatsApp, if you have any need or comments or whatever, okay? It's nice to be with you again. Thank God. So, guys, today, let's see. We are going to take a look at the present perfect continuous. I think I am already sharing the slides, am I?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so here we go. The present perfect continuous tense. So we are going to take a look at usos e formação. When do we use it? Okay, what is it used to express? Guys, just a moment. Hi, Lucas, welcome. I would like to know if you're still having problems checking, yes, accepting the invitation, ok? Só aqueles alunos que não têm um e-mail do Google, né, Gmail, G Suite, é que estão com problema para entrar, ok? Alguns eu já conversei e outros talvez não estejam olhando o e-mail para dar ok, right? Again. Okay, so let's go back. So, usos e formações. When we use it, what intention do we have when we use the present perfect continuous? And how is it formed? Okay, the structure it has. It's quite simple. It's present, it's perfect, but it's continuous. And as you may already know, every tense that is continuous, progressive, has the ing verb form, what we call gerund, right? So if it's continuous, you must see, you must include, it must have a verb in the continuous, in the gerund form, ing, sleeping, traveling, teaching, learning, listening, sleeping, whatever. All right? You can feel free, you should feel free to interrupt if you have any question, okay? But you have to use the microphone or somebody has to tell me that there is a question. All right, so here, guys, just to warm up, I have here some examples of songs. There are many songs, and you already have come across some songs or titles of movies or dialogues, but here we have 5 examples of song titles that has the present perfect continuous in it, in them. I've been waiting for a girl like you. That's a very famous song, by the way. I've been thinking about you. I've been waiting for you. I've been losing you, and I've been waiting. As I told you, we all have waiting, thinking, waiting, losing, waiting, okay? And that's I've been, or I've seen, no, I'm sorry, always I've been, or she has been, or he has been. You're going to find the present perfect continuous. Here we have a chart, a cartoon, and here we have this guy, okay? He looks ecstatic, he looks like he's frozen. And with the sign, the word we went tomorrow. And the guy from the couple makes a comment. He's been holding that sign for 15 years. So here, I'm sorry, they have this apostrophe S is not the to be, is the contraction of has, okay? He has been holding that sign for 15 years. So here, this guy here, who is holding the sign, has been doing that for a long time. So as you can notice, it's an action that has began in the past, and is still in process in the present, right? Here we have another sentence, actually two sayings from the movie The Liar, o Mentiroso, okay? And this is the boss, or kind of boss, and he is interviewing Fletcher, and Fletcher cannot lie. So he used the present perfect continuous. I've been hearing some good things about you. So that's something that has been going on for some time. We don't know how long, but that's not important here. So that's something recently, and it's still, going on. And the girl, the secretary, says, Fletcher has just been telling me how much he thinks of you. But actually, he doesn't think much about him in a good way, in a positive way. And here in yellow, you have the structure again of the present perfect continuous. Fletcher, who is the guy, the subject of the sentence, has, right? We're going to have or has, depending on the subject, the sujeito. And we're going to have been, always been, the past participle form of the verb to be, and the main verb with the ing. So we have just to express an action that is recent, very recent. And then we have Fletcher has just been telling me how much he thinks of you. Is there anybody to come to class, guys? I heard a noise. It's there. Okay, so far so good. No questions? Not yet? So let's move on. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at the usage, usos, how we use, okay? We have two ways of using the present perfect continuous. Two intentions, okay? So here's in Portuguese, okay? Sometimes in English, but here we have o presente perfeito contínuo possui duas maneiras de ser utilizado. Ok, first, ele indica uma ação que se finalizou em algum tempo, no matter how long, we don't know, ok? Actually, no passado, mas cujos resultados são perceptíveis no presente, ok? So here, guys, we have an action that has ended, okay? But somehow the effects are very perceptible or perceptive in the present, okay? It's similar to the present perfect simple in some ways, okay? But then it is an action that had been going on for some time in the past, right? It was progressive in the past, okay? So like here, we have an illustration. The end of the action is, we don't know when, but we know it is concluded. And the results are here, okay? Those results that give us the perception that the action took place, it happened, okay? For example, sometime earlier, he ran. He's not running now, okay? But he is sweating, he looks tired, he's taking a break. So he has been running. He has been running, okay? It's like ele esteve correndo, okay? For us, sometimes it sounds weird. It doesn't sound natural, but we get used to it. If you're not used to it yet, with this present perfect continuous to express an action that has already been completed, okay? But that's how language works. We have to get familiar, use it, and then it becomes more natural or natural. So he has been running. Look how tired he is. So like I said, it is very similar to when we use in Portuguese. Ele esteve correndo. Okay, we know that an action had been happening in the past. Okay, but now look how tired he is. Another example is this girl, okay? She has been crying. She has been crying, okay? I can tell she has been crying because, Her eyes are swollen. Her makeup is blurry, is fading. And I can tell by the results of the action that she has been crying. She's not crying now, but she had been doing that. Ela esteve chorando, right? Guys, I should not be doing this. Okay, that's all, okay, guys? Oh, Kaique is apologizing. He just fell. All right. It happens. So, pessoal, tudo bem nesse primeiro uso do present perfect continuous? Do you have any question?
Professora?
Yes.
Então é como se fosse uma coisa que, tipo, né, já aconteceu, mas o resultado ainda se vê no presente.
É algo bem recente, ok?
Ah.
Que acabou de acontecer, assim, bem recente. Não quer dizer justamente agora, né? Alguns minutos atrás, mas é uma ação que é tão recente que os resultados são visíveis, ok?
Ah, sim.
Right. Então, nós vamos fazer alguns exercícios. Ok, so now eu coloquei o primeiro uso, que é esse agora, que é a ação que acabou de acontecer, porque eu acho ele mais diferente da nossa língua, to grasp, okay? For you, for me to grasp. The second one, I think it's easier. Let's take a look at the second use of the present perfect. So, ele indica uma ação que se iniciou no passado, que se estende até o presente, que vem acontecendo de forma contínua e repetitiva. So, this is kind of more, somehow it is less complex to understand. Let's put it that way. So the action is started in the past, sure, okay, but it's still happening in the present. So something that has been repeated, okay, since the past, right? So it started, like, for example, last week, and has been going on, repeating, okay, until the present, and may or may not still go on, into the future. We don't know. One example, I have been reading this book since last year. It's a thick book, War and Peace. So I have been reading this book since last year. So I have not finished this book, okay? Okay, I started in the past. I'm still in the process of reading, all right? Another example, to rehearse is like praticar, ensaiar, actually ensaiar. So they have been rehearsing for months for the presentation. So they have been doing that for months. They started months ago. They're still doing it. The action is not completed. The action is still going on. The action is still in process. So, alguém tem alguma pergunta enquanto eu olho aqui, essa sala aqui? Guys, that's not good. So, did everybody enter? I hope so. No questions? The second use. Quem pode dizer? Yes, João.
Eu acho que quando eu estava fazendo uma atividade sua, eu confundi o presente perfeito com o presente perfeito contínuo, porque eu coloquei umas frases assim, has been, I have been, sleeping, entendeu? Porque eu acho que é mais fácil assim do que o presente perfeito.
Se você...
Algumas frases eu acho...
Eu te dou um feedback depois, que eu vou corrigir, né? É 1 a 1, e vou retornar para vocês. Então, para a situação, às vezes a situação, por exemplo, a gente está na pandemia, né? Cada um, né? Provavelmente na sua casa, poucas saídas, e até eu gostaria de perguntar para vocês, eu ia perguntar isso agora no final, o que vocês têm feito. Então, para falar o que vocês têm feito, vocês vão precisar do Present Perfect Continuous. I have been studying. Então, desde o início, esse tempo, esse período aí do isolamento social, what have you been doing? Então, e é nessas situações que às vezes a gente lança a mão do Present Perfect Continuous. Porque se você usar o Present Simple, Present Perfect Simple, normalmente são ações que já terminaram, não é sempre, né, gente? Por exemplo, I have lived em Muriaé, mas são ações mais permanentes, né? Agora, ações que são ações de... verbos que são mais de ações de feitos, o Present Perfect Continuous traz mais essa noção de tenho feito isso. Talvez seja por isso que você usou, mas eu vou prestar atenção e vou dar feedback. I have been playing a lot of games online since I cannot go out and play soccer. Okay, I have been cleaning a lot since my helper, my housekeeper cannot work, so I have been doing all the housework. So, all right, maybe that's the way. Tá? O João Pedro colocou esse ponto. E era justamente isso aí que eu ia chegar um pouco para perguntar sobre as ações que vocês têm feito lately, recently, or during this time of being at home most of the time, if not all. Alguém mais gostaria de make a comment? Or not yet? Okay, so let's go back. So, just to review, we have two uses of the present perfect continuous. This one, that some actions that began in the past, like João Pedro has been studying a lot, and is still doing it. Okay, I have been doing the housework. Okay, and I will probably continue doing it for some time, but up to here, I have been doing it. Something that has been part of my routine, okay, since the past. And the other use is for an action that has been completed, but it's very recent and the results are very clear, okay? Something that andou acontecendo. Ok. Era isso aqui, give it a thought, que eu gostaria que vocês pensassem nesses dois usos, mas eu acabei de revisá-los, né? Mas vocês conseguem lembrar aí? Quais são os dois usos do Present Perfect Continuous? Ou alguém gostaria de colocar? Em português or in English? To practice.
Pode falar?
Yes, sure, and thank you.
The first is to like a thing that already happened, but the effect, the consequences are still visible now.
Right, very noticeable. Mm-hmm.
Yes, noticeable.
That's very good. You put it perfectly. And do you want to explain the second use?
Okay. The second one is like a thing that started in the past and it still continues. Like I have been living on Itaperuna. É uma coisa que começou no passado, né? Tipo, eu tinha vivido, mas eu continuo vivendo ainda, né?
Who's that, Rafael?
Yes.
All right.
Rafael Horário.
Okay, Rafael, thank you for your contribution. So, it's an action that started in the past, okay? And it's still going on in the present. It is extended to the present. Rafael usou o exemplo do verbo live. E vocês vão ver semana que vem que eu vou contrastar o Present Perfect Simple e o Present Perfect Continuous para ver. Às vezes eles são interchangeable, né? Mas não muitas. E existem situações que um é usado em detrimento do outro. E isso que a gente vai dar uma olhada para separar um pouco, ficar mais claro. Mas o Rafael citou o verbo live. Como ele mora em Itapiruna há muito tempo, ou desde que ele nasceu, a gente vai dar preferência nesses casos. Não que esteja incorreto. Usar I have been living in Itapiruna since I was born, ou since I was a child. Não está incorreto. Mas, naturalmente, se opta pelo present perfect simple quando a ação é de longa duração. Então, como o Rafael já mora, né, há muito tempo, normalmente a pessoa que está falando vai optar por I've lived in Itapiruna since I was born. Agora, se tem 2, 3 anos, I have been living soa mais natural. Então, vocês vão ver isso também, tá? Ações, né, mais permanentes, verbos que, ou o período mesmo que é mais longo, present perfect simple. Algo mais recente, uma duração, por exemplo, trabalhar. Eu trabalho no IFE há over 10 years. I would say I've worked at IFE for 10 years, but it would be okay if I say I've been working at IFE for 10 years, ok? Mas como é um período mais longo, I've worked, ok? Mas os dois estão corretos, right? Só pegando o gancho do que o Rafael falou, para vocês já, ok? Guys, let's go now to the formation. Você já... Let me see what...
Mas, Cristiane,
Pois não.
Por exemplo, se você falasse I have worked in IFE for 10 years, não ia parecer que você saiu do IFE e parou de trabalhar no IFE?
Não.
Tipo
aquela frase que a gente viu.
Tenho trabalho.
Não. Bom. Alguém tem algum... Quem que tá falando, please? Quem falou agora?
Eu, João Pedro.
João Pedro, tá. Alguém gostaria de tentar responder o João Pedro? Se eu disser, I've worked at IFE... Gente, antes de nome próprios, IFE, Bradesco, blá, 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 a gente normalmente usa at, tá? Se fosse só geral, in school, in a bank, ok. But I work at Itaú, I work at IFE. I study at IFE. Anyway, o Rafael perguntou se eu disser I have worked at IFE for 10 years, se não vai parecer que já terminou. A gente viu isso semana passada. Pode chutar, pessoal.
Posso tentar?
Sure.
Eu acho que é tipo em português. Eu tenho trabalhado, então, tipo assim, né? É uma coisa que, tipo, começou no passado, mas não especifica mais ou menos se terminou ou não. Uma coisa que ainda pode estar em progresso.
Vocês lembram de uma frase que eu dei como exemplo para contrastar simple past e present perfect em Berlim? Tinha uma... He has lived in Berlin for 10 years. He lived in Berlin for 10 years. Semana passada.
Ah, sim, verdade.
E aí?
Aí ele fala, eu vivi em Berlim por tal anos.
A ação já tinha acontecido.
Na outra, ele provavelmente saiu de Berlim. E na outra, ele tem vivido em Berlim há tais anos, né?
Qual que é qual?
Há uns anos.
Qual que se usa quando a ação já terminou?
O simple past.
E é justamente porque eu usei I've worked at IFE for 10 years e não usei I worked at IFE for 10 years, é que o meu interlocutor sabe que eu ainda trabalho, porque eu usei I've worked, ok? For 10 years. I've worked indica que eu ainda trabalho. Se eu tivesse usado I worked for 10 years, that would make it the action in the past. Alright? Muitas vezes a gente até traduz o present perfect como passado, né? Quando a gente fala experiência de vida. Por exemplo, eu já morei em Nova York. I've lived in New York. Ok? I lived in New York for 3 years. I've lived in New York, experiência de vida. Mas quando eu traduzo, eu já morei. É aquele caso de experiências no passado, que a gente usa o present perfect. A não ser quando a gente cita quando. Então, a gente vai e volta, e isso é muito bom. Porque a gente faz... As dúvidas vão surgindo e a gente vai tendo um outro olhar para tentar lembrar, para tentar resolver, e o aprendizado acontece dessa forma, ok? É normal, é natural e é bom. So, affirmative form, guys, present perfect continuous, ok? We're gonna have 4 elements, components. Sujeito, of course, verb to have, que vai ser o auxiliar, vai ser have or has, alright? The verb to be no particípio, been, sempre, não muda, tá? Vai sempre aparecer. É isso que traz esse perfect, ok? Has been, have been. E o verbo principal, como eu já disse, com o ing. E um complemento. It can happen or not. So, sujeito plus have to have no simple present, have or has. Verb to be no particípio, been. Verbo principal com ing mais complemento. He has been working a lot lately. The employees have been asking for a pay raise. Ok? Muitos autores falam que isso aqui é o present perfect form of the verb to be, essa construção. Has been or have been. É uma outra maneira de colocar. Agora eu gostaria de alguns de vocês para lerem os exemplos, ok?
Professora, pode fazer uma pergunta?
Sure, anytime.
Então, eu posso usar, tipo, I have been said for a long time ago, or have, I don't know.
Ago não. Ago é parceirinho do simple past. Quando você usa ago,
okay.
just to...
Like for a few months.
For a few months. I have been. Yeah, I have been. He has been being a fool. Não é muito comum, but it's possible. Yes. Yeah. O que o Rafael, né? Perguntou se esse verbo principal poderia ser o verbo to be também. He has been being a fool. I have been being sad. Você provavelmente optaria por I have been sad. I have been feeling sad. Mas é possível. Alright? It's not common, but it's possible. Como que vocês acham que vai ser a negativa, pessoal?
I haven't.
Haven't, hasn't ou has not, have not, se não contrair. Simplesmente isso, ó. Not. Ok? I have. Quem pode ler os exemplos? Ganha 0,5.
Eu posso.
Just kidding. Mas pode.
Tá. Então, I have not been sleeping well. Lola has not been taking you seriously.
Excellent. Lola has not been taking you seriously. Just pronounce not lighter. Esse not, ok? Esse T final é bem leve. Has not. Alright?
Ô, professora, eu posso ler também? Tô com vontade de ler alguma coisa.
Oh, sure, thank you. Let's go. Let's go to the interrogative form or interrogative form. Ok, vamos especular. Como é que vai ser a interrogativa?
É...
O que você acha que vai acontecer para formar a interrogativa?
Have you been aí alguma coisa? Tipo taking your medicine ou playing soccer, alguma coisa assim?
That's right. Since have or has, the verb to have is the auxiliary here, is the verb to have or has, that is going to change place. Ok? So, na forma interrogativa, fazer perguntas no present perfect continuous, o verbo to have vem antes do sujeito. Caso seja uma pergunta de informação, what, where, who, whatever, etc. Of course, nós vamos começar com what, depois que vai vir have or has. Mas se for um yes or no, vai ser have or has. Please, can you read the examples?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yes.
Have you been practicing Spanish?
No, I haven't.
What has the group been talking about?
Oh, they have been talking about the reading project. Excellent. Guys, this is a chart. Vê se vocês veem o humor nela.
O senhor já tá fazendo a barba de tanto que ele tá esperando.
Vem cá, por que todo mundo tem uma verruga na cara?
Não, é o nariz, não?
Caraca, pior que é verdade, o nariz deles.
So, the present perfect continuous foi usado para quê? Por quê? Pelo waiter, right? O garçom. Quem pode ler a pergunta do garçom?
Have you been waiting long, sir?
Ok. E a resposta está no fato dele já estar até fazendo a barba, né? Right? Então, foi usado o present perfect continuous para uma ação que já está em progresso desde o passado. Ok? Have you been waiting long, sir? Yes, I have. What do you think? Right? Não, peraí, gente. Né? That's all, não. Eu coloquei, mas eu coloquei aqui um exercise per gente. Alright? Per gente. Pessoal, não me deixa acabar a aula sem falar da presença, tá? Vamos lá. No. Ok. Vocês estão vendo qual tela? Do English Club ou do... Please let me know.
É um Project English Grammar.
Ok. Então, peraí. Just a moment. Vou começar pelo outro, que é mais simples. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's take this quiz here, guys, just to practice, make sure. Okay, let's go. We have, I think, 10 questions. Yes, okay. All right, so number 1. Nobody says the answer yet, okay? I want to volunteer to read the sentence now and with the answer.
I can I?
Sure.
It has been snowing a lot this week.
Has been, right?
Yes.
Okay. It has been snowing. Guys, it's very common this week, this semester, okay? Let's go to number 2. Your brother, blah, blah, blah. Getting along. Does anybody know what getting along means? To get along with somebody. I get along well with my sister and my brother. We have a good relationship, so I get along well with them. Okay? To get along with somebody is to have a good relationship. Okay? To get along with your classmates, to get along with your teachers. So, who would like to complete and read? Nobody? Oh.
Have your brother and sister been getting along?
Okay, so have your brother and sister, because we have 2 subjects, they. Number 3, Rick been studying hard this semester. So, which one? The first, the second, or the third?
I think it's the first.
Anybody?
Because it's has, né?
As the contraction of has. Number 4, I'm rushing a little because I would like to go back to the other one, but that's fine if you don't have enough time. Number 4. Anybody? That's easy, guys.
I've.
I'm tired because I've been working out. I'd like you to read the whole sentence. Julie living in Italy since May. Julie what?
Julie Has been living in Italy since May.
The first or the third?
The third.
Yes, not has been, but has been. Thank you. 6. Did you know he's been teaching German? He's been teaching German. And now, guys, we have one preposition to be used.
I think it's 4.
Okay. The duration, not the beginning of the action, right? Number 7. Another one. Wow, what do you think?
Eu acho que é since.
Yes, I think so. We have been watching. Can you read the whole sentence?
We have been watching TV since we had dinner.
So that's an action that began just after we had dinner, right? The beginning of the action. Não confundam com quando aconteceu. Isso aí é quando começou, tá? Quando aconteceu é quando ela aconteceu e finalizou. Aí não. Number 8. Anybody? He has blah, blah, blah too hard today.
He has been working.
Yes. So, guys, he has been working. So, he's still working hard. Okay. Number 9 has a question. Has it raining since you arrived? What we use there? Be, been, or is?
Has it been raining since you arrived?
Yes. Has it been raining? And finally, number 10. My brother has been traveling 2 months.
I think it's for 2 months, right? My brother has been traveling for 2 months.
Let's check, see if you're right. If the internet works, is it? Yes, there we go. We have enough time for another one, okay? And this one is a little bit more complex. Let's see what time. Okay, we have like 6 minutes, 5 minutes. And then let's do it. Let's do 10. That will be fine. Guys, just think for now. How would you work? How would you complete the sentence? Of course, we're going to use the present perfect continuous. So we have to use the verb to work. Would you know? Vocês saberiam como completar? Using the present perfect continuous? Or the present perfect?
I think yes.
Let me know. I'm going to type it in. She? Give me the answer so I can do it.
She has been working for 2 years.
Has been working. All right. Yes. Number 2. Study all day.
Professor, eu acho que a tela tá no slide passado.
Yes. I'm sorry, guys. Of course. It's not that easy to change. I wish it were. And you're so sweet. You didn't say anything for the first question, right? So polite. So here we go. Here, this is the one. Is that right now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's go. I study all day. We have only 4 minutes. Actually 3 because I need to talk to you. Huh?
I have been studying all day.
Studying all day. You eat a lot recently.
You have been eating a lot recently.
Yes, you have been, I have been, she has been, we have been doing something. Always like that, okay? That's all. What changes is the verb with the ing form. Let's go to one that is negative. I not working today.
I haven't.
You haven't been working today. I haven't been working today.
Or I have not been working. I don't know if they're gonna. I have not been working today. Thank you. Let's see. Let's check. Right? No.
Você não pode usar o haven't, não?
I just didn't want to take a chance because I don't know if they're gonna accept contraction or not. Let's do this one here with snow.
It has not been snowing.
Hasn't?
It hasn't been snowing.
All right. I think you got it. How about he not play football for 5 years?
He hasn't playing for football for 5 years.
Let's go again. He hasn't
been playing football for 5 years.
Yeah, I don't like that sentence very much. I would say he hasn't played football for 5 years if I had to say it. Okay? All right. Just one more. Here. We not drink enough water. That's why you feel tired.
We haven't been drinking enough water.
Haven't been. That's always there. Okay, guys? It's like, you know, no change. Haven't been, hasn't been. All right, guys, you did great. Let me talk to you a little bit more now. Stop. Okay, so I would like, responde aí, Tony. I would like you to, two things. Já coloquei on Moodle the exercise task 4, okay? Task 4 is about the present perfect continuous. My intention is that you do great, okay? You do the exercise, structure and use. It's gonna take you like 20 minutes, the most 15, 20 minutes. But I try to set the exercise for you to do it 2 times, 3 times, if you want a good score. Esse exercício, ele é por desempenho. Então, se você tirou lá 60% e você quer aumentar, eu tentei configurar, né? Eu não vi nada que falasse assim, várias tentativas, mas eu deixei em aberto. Então, qualquer coisa vocês me avisem, por favor, que o exercício não está dando para fazer uma segunda vez. Por quê? Como é desempenho, eu gostaria que vocês tivessem um bom desempenho e aprendessem, né, acima de tudo, por tentativa e erro, ok? Então, estou pedindo esse favor a vocês. Caso vocês queiram fazer de novo e não consigam, me avise para ver o que eu posso fazer. Tá? Aí eu vou ver com os responsáveis como que configura aquele exercício, que ele é de um recurso especialzinho lá, né? Do H5P. Tudo bem? Então tá, já tá na plataforma, quem quiser fazer, tá lá, vale um ponto. O livro eu já falei, que já tá lá também, que vocês podem acessar e começar a ler. E eu gostaria que vocês colocassem present aqui, que hoje eu não vou colocar o formulário. Eu quero que vocês coloquem aqui presente, 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 e eu vou dar um print, tá? Alright? Okay? So nice to be with you, guys. Take care. See you. And do your homework. Any question? No? No questions. All right, guys. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.